and welcome back to the video here on Ballyspring. So today we've got quite a bit to do. We're in October now. It's been a couple of months. It's been about 3 months since I last made a video on the farm. So yeah, I'm just here inspecting the field, just seeing how it's looking. So I think it's at a good state now to start cultivating it and hopefully getting it seeded in April time, because I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll get some corn in here. If this corn goes successful that we're about to harvest today, which I better go and speak to Dad anyway. But yeah, I was just taking a nice morning walk, checking the fields. But yeah, I think we'll get some corn into that field if this stuff goes well. But we'll go and chat with Dad and see what he wants us to do. Right, knock on the door as usual. Give him a minute. Ah, here he is. Hello, Dad. Good to see you. What would you like me to do today?
Hey son, good to see you. Please could you go and harvest the corn since it is ready to harvest as you noticed, and the header is already attached to the combine, so you just need to start, and could you store the grain as well? And after you have harvested the corn, can you go and cultivate and seed some of our fields since we are getting on? We need to make sure we have crops seeded so we can make some money. Thank you. That is all for today.
You'd like me to go and harvest that corn, of course, which I'm very happy to do because I'm excited to see if it makes a big difference to the farm. And you'd also like me to go and do a bit of cultivating and seeding, so I'm happy to go and do that. So we better get started. See you later, Dad. Oh yeah, looks like he's got the big fence set up for us with the little discs on the back, which is something we also need to upgrade. And we do have plenty of money now. You may notice that. Well, let me explain. So, we had some silage bales here that went out to about here, and we sold quite a bit of them off because we don't really need them, because this pit here is going to get covered very soon, so that'll keep us going. And these bales, they'll last us about now 3 months anyway. So yeah, that made us about what was it, £85,000, which was very good. And we had to pay our loan off of 10,000 because I can't remember why we took an extra £5,000 loan, but yeah. And it seems like Dad's been buying a couple of bits as well, so that's where all our money's been going. Oh, looks like he's got the New Holland all set up for us. And I haven't seen this header, but from what I've heard, it's a nice header. Oh yeah, what is it? A nice Class 675 FC Choreo, very nice. So let's jump in the combine. Wow, I've just noticed that, look how scratched up it is. You can tell it's been used. I mean, it's only got 3 hours on it, which is not bad. Let's get it started up. We will need to put some fuel in this thing at some point. But yeah, you never know, we might buy a new disc today. Because we do really need to get a new one anyway, because our fen is big enough to power a 6-meter disc, so we might do that. We'll wait and see. I don't want to get rid of all our money since we've got no loan now. So we don't have to worry about paying loans back, which is good. Anyways, let's get this started up and see how it goes. Let's get the yield map and just kind of get an idea of where this is. It's quite hard to see where I'm going because it's so tall. So I'm kind of just having to, there's a corner, so I better turn. It makes it quite hard for me to work out where about in the field I am. If it wasn't for the yields map, I'd be pretty much lost in a maze. that's almost finished. Just this last little bits to get, and then that'll be us done for this field. And you know what? It's almost a full grain tank, which is very good because we normally don't get that much off of this field. So corn is hopefully going to be worth it. I'll check my phone in a minute to see what corn prices are like, but because we've got so much money in the bank, I don't think it really matters about selling it right now. We probably should keep the corn for a time when we don't have as much money, which I'm hoping will be never, because when we're smart with the money, we'll never have to worry about going into debt or anything. Or into the minus numbers at least. Because at some point if we buy a second farm, of course we're going to have to get a mortgage on that because we can't afford to buy it outright. Saying that though, if we sell enough silage we might buy it outright, but there's more chance of us getting a mortgage and having to pay £5 a month, which is much easier for us to pay than having to pay 250 whatever thousand up front. I think it'll be worth it having 2 farms. It's definitely going to make us a lot more money. For now, I'll leave this sitting in here, and let's jump into my tractor and get this. Let's get on my phone. Sorry, I'm trying to look for the right word. Let's have a look. Where are we? So many things on these phones. Wow. Yep, we don't want to be selling it right now. Making an extra £1,000. So if I was to work it outright, we could make about a little over £14,000 from this trailer load, so that's good. We don't really want to be selling it then. Whoa. I always forget about that wee hedge. You know, why don't I just go straight into the fields? Much easier. Just do a loop. I mean, there's no crop in this field anyway, so and it's full of weeds, so us crushing a few of the weeds is not a bad idea. But yeah, I was thinking actually, we're going to turn that field back into a grass field, and then this field here we're going to turn into an arable field. Since as you can see it's quite a big field, so we can make a lot of money out of that. So that might be the next job. We might get the fen going in that field. Right, I'm going from this I forgot to say about those calves. Me and Dad actually bought them a few months ago now. Oh no, what's happened here? He didn't see a thing. I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, so we're all sorted now, but anyways, I was saying about the calves. Me and Dad got those, I don't know how many months ago now, but a few months ago. Because we used to have 2, what do you call it, small calf huts that only fitted 2 calves, where these ones fit 5 calves in each one, which is rather good. As you can see, they're all doing very well. Very happy, which is good, because these calves are going to produce a lot of money, because I believe these calves here are actually, I think they're Angus, maybe? Or maybe Holsteins, I can't remember which ones we bought in the end. So hopefully they'll produce us a lot of money in the future, since we haven't had to buy them in for an expensive price at the auction. Alright, I think we'll just leave this in here. There we go. Right. And for now, we'll just park this up here, because I think we're going to get in the fence and start... what are we going to do? Yeah, we'll start getting this grass field here, and we'll start ripping it up, and we'll put in some... What should I put in for the first crop in that field? Barley, I think. Because barley's quite a nice high-yielding crop, so... Let's jump into our lovely fen. Perfect, it's got the weight on it, because we'll need it. You know what? was just thinking, we've had this for a while, this disc carrot. I believe if I go into this app on my phone, it tells us what all our equipment's worth. Wow, 12,000. So this is like a new online thing. The store recently launched it. So it tells me, look, as you can see, all the used machinery they offer. It's quite a good deal on a nice tether there. And if we look at a new, where are we? Here we go, Discaro. So ours is originally 25,000, and to buy the bigger version, it is 28,000. So we can afford to do it, or we could get a different brand like this one. This one's nice, but yeah, still taking me getting a bit used to this app. I'm not very used to using apps on my phone very much. As you've probably seen in the series, I don't use the phone very much. So I think we might actually upgrade because, or I've been looking at one more option. So a shallow cultivator I've heard does the exact same thing. And not that one. There we go. So I might get it in that configuration. I do quite like this horse stuff. It's quite nice. That's 25,000, so it's about the same price. I think it's a wee bit cheaper, so we might go for that. So what I might do is I might head down to the store and buy one of these. I mean, I haven't really spoken to Dad about it, but it is my farm at the end of the day as well, so I have free roam to buy what I like. So what I might do is I'll meet you in that grass field once we bought this, if we do end up buying it, which I'm sure I will. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, so you probably already guessed I did end up buying the new cultivator, discar, or whatever you want to call it, from the store. And we got it for quite a good deal because ours was actually worth 17,000 because we brung it down to the store instead of getting them to collect it for us. So we got quite a bit of money knocked off the new one. I think we only paid about 8,000 for the new one, so we didn't really pay a lot, which is good. Anyways, let's get this unfolded and get this field all ripped up. But yeah, I'm hoping this is going to be a good idea, because if it's not, then it's kind of just been a waste of time, but I'm sure it will be. Hopefully we should produce a lot of money out of the barley. And at the end of the day, with all this bigger equipment, I don't really want to be going in the field, those smaller fields. So turning this field into the arable instead of those two over there, it's really not a bad idea. Since they're so small anyway, this equipment's almost too big. Us finish this field now, which is good. You know what, I'm actually thinking, that field over there, we never really do much with it. So if we're getting rid of two small fields, why don't we turn that one over there into an arable field as well? Because it means we're gonna have, what, 4 arable fields, which would be 3 decent sized ones and then that one small one, which is fine because that one there could be like a test plot. So for example, this year it was corn. I don't know what you do next year. We could try maybe onions, because that is another thing we've never done before. So yeah, it's going to maybe be our test plot, and occasionally we might put a couple of crops on it you know, that we just genuinely do. But I think we'll do that field a wee bit later. We'll disconnect from this, and what shall we do? Yeah, we'll get seeding, because we definitely need to do a bit of seeding. Right, so let's put this in here, and we're going to go and seed that field with either barley or canola. Oh yeah, I need to unfold it, don't I? Alright, it's probably a good space to do it, if it fits. Hopefully it does. Lock the silage bales in for now. But I do hope you're all enjoying this series so far. Please do leave a comment down below what you think, and if you're enjoying it, because I'm really enjoying making these videos on this series. The Northern Farms, by the way, there's only going to be one episode a week on that, so that's why there's going to be more episodes of Ballyspring, since the Northern Farms takes me a lot longer to film and edit, because there's a lot more to it, a lot more AI voices and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why it's going to be one a week, and then hopefully 3 episodes of this a week, because I really enjoy this map still, and unless there's another decent map like Bessie Beneath or something come out, this series is going to still keep going, because it's just an amazing map. And I'm sure everyone who's played it and is into these kind of maps will agree. Anyways, I believe there's some seeds. Yeah, we got a wee pallet of seeds and some bags here. We do need to buy some more fertilizer in at some point, same with the seeds, but for now we're fine. So let's go and get the telehandler, and where are they? Here they are, pallet forks. But yeah, are you enjoying this kind of episode where I'm kind of showing you what I do instead of just skipping to going to the fields? Like, for example, me showing you filling up the seeder because it needs some seed put into it. Oh, forgot they're there. I'm so used to them being in a different place. Oh, one thing as well, the sprayer that we had on lease, we put that back to save a bit of money since we've got our own sprayer anyway. And of course those mowers that we've got on lease, they'll eventually go back. But for now, I think we'll just take a big bag because it's got more in it than that does. We're going to need probably quite a bit because it's barley. But yeah, if you're enjoying this kind of style where I show you what I do, so like loading the seeder up, there we go, loading the seeder up and sort of things like that, because normally I would just do it off camera and then show you. Oh, that's empty now, so we must need another bag. You know what, we'll use the pallet. Shall we? Nah, we'll use the big bags, because the pallet, I'll use that in the planter, since I think it's corn seeds anyway. This stuff's just general seeds. So whoops. There we go. There we go. Get that filling up. There we go, you can see the seeds, so that's good. So let's get this parked up, and right, anyways, I will see you when we're all set up at the field. Right, so that is us at the field now. The seeder's all set up, so all we need to do is turn the fans on. There we go. So yeah, it's quite a slow process in this area of the field because it's not the straightest field in the world. Yeah, that's going in nicely. It's a lovely day for an October morning anyway.
Left the big city for the simple country life. Found myself a woman that it took for me to be my wife. I was working on the ground come the sun up to sundown. Hey, I'm trying to make a reputation for a man inside this town. Hard as I try, maybe I just can't. I ain't no up and kinda leaving me. She kissed me one time and she took my heart. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me, I'm a honky-tonk star. Yeah, I'm a honky-tonk star. Well, working 3 jobs.
Right, so that is us done. As you can see, this went very well. I'm very happy with the fields. I might even get some lime on it today, or I think maybe some manure. I don't know if you want to put manure on the crop after being seeded, but it's not a bad idea in my mind anyway. It just means we're not having to spend money on fertilizer. I would like to get some lime on it though, because lime really does make a difference to the crop. But yeah, the aim of that field really is to test to see if it's actually worth using any of the lands that comes with the farm, because so far, to make a decent amount of money, we've had to buy extra lands around the farm, like the big fields over there, and then of course the fields down the road near our potentially new farm, whenever that's going to be. And I would like to say, some of you may say this is unrealistic, me moving at the pace I'm at now, you know, new equipment and stuff like that. But I mean, this would be episode 44, and technically there's been about 3 seasons, or 3 different farms, however you want to put it, on Ballyspring, so, and each one's been a different way. I've played it a wee bit different, so yeah. What are we going to do now? So that field's been cultivated and seeded. I think we maybe should get some slurry on it, because we do have quite a bit of slurry, and it'd be quite good to get rid of some of it. I mean, we did get rid of some of the manure, and I will get rid of more. Right, it's filled. That's good. We'll just use this tractor since it's got the most power and we're already driving it. It's going to be very random, but I would just like to remind you all that I really do appreciate everyone who subscribes and likes and comments, because it's really keeping this channel going. So if it wasn't for you guys doing all that, this channel probably would have ended after a week, because as I said, it's you guys that keep this channel going, so I really do appreciate it. Everyone that likes, comments, shares, joins any of my socials linked below, you know what I mean, the usual stuff a YouTuber would say. Anyways, let's get this turned on. I think I need to... There we go. Get the pump all ready, and off we go. So let's get our wee yields map up and see how good this is doing to the fields. Oh yeah, that's doing some real good. Yeah. Lovely. Lovely green colour. I mean, we might put some fertilizer on it if it needs it, but you never know, this stuff, we might not even need to put fertilizer on after. As I said though, I would like to get some lime on it, so we may do that in this episode, or we might move on to doing a bit of more cultivating, or even a bit of mowing, because I mean, after selling all those bales, we really do need to maybe make some more just to be stocked up for the winter time, because what, we're in October now and winter starts in November, so not long. We've only got a month really to get things done. And of course the big field, it's going to be planted in, when did I say, April, because we're going to put some corn in it, because after doing quite well off that small field. I think it's probably worth getting the big field all landed up and seeing if we can make a decent amount of money off of it. But yeah, this seems to be going well, so we'll continue.
You're playing your cards with your queen of hearts. When everyone folds, your fork still holds. Your place in your bed, showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your lies, roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft.
Alright, so that is us pretty much done. Just this last wee bit to do, and then that'll be us. But yeah, it's went really well. Let's just have a look at this yield map. There we go. Nice and green, so that's good. Just what we're wanting off of this field. We're probably going to make, I don't know, would we make more money off of this field than what we're making off silage? We're averaging about £40,000 on this field, which I would not have thought we'd make back. We might make half of that, but at the same time we do get the straw bales out of it, so that's the other side to it. So let's go and park this up, and then I think what we'll do next is, what shall we do? There's a lot to do. Forget how much there is to do at this time of the year. You just think, oh, it's getting close to winter, there can't be that much to do, and then you realise you've got to do all your seeding for next year, and all the stuff you need to do for seeding if you want a good yield out of it. There we go, we'll just disconnect it there. Takes a minute. There we go, lovely. Let's see. I'm trying to think, so what have we done today? We've harvested some corn, we've cultivated, seeded and slurried that field there. So if I can get maybe another field the same, apart from the slurry maybe, or even if I just cultivate it. Yeah, cultivate that grass field that I was thinking of, and see if we can get a decent yield out of that. Or you know what, we might actually do, let's have a wee look at this. I haven't really showed you this before, but it kind of gives us information, so we can work out what field would be best. So if we go to here, it reckons 107% roughly, yield-wise. And this farm here is 100%. So there's not really much in it. The ground, it says, is better over here. The way it works, I think. It's hard to say. I mean, 1.3. So you probably would get more out of... Yeah, you probably get more out of this. So I think we're going to do 208, because 208... I know a wee bit more about that field because it's by itself instead of part of the whole farm. There we go, lovely. We are having a very productive day, which is good because it's definitely something that's needed to be done. Definitely need a productive day because the farm, it's kind of been slow, and that's why it's been 3 months at a time per video, so. Anyways, let's go and get this field cultivated. I've got to say, this fence has been doing a good job for the farm. So it's definitely worth the money. And you know what, it wasn't that much either, so fend for the win. But I'm hoping to modernise the farm in a bit. I hope to modernise the farm in the future. So eventually this Fendt will go and we'll get something a bit more modern with 190 horsepower, because I would say you don't need anything more than 190. Anything bigger than that's just too big for us. I mean 210 maybe at the max, because I do know of a New Holland that's roughly about that, which is quite new, so we'll if we're getting a new tractor, it would have to be on finance, I would say. Sorry, I keep checking just to make sure I'm not going over the headlands or what edge of the field, whatever you want to call it, because I want to leave at least a nice wee bit on the edge, just so the combine doesn't hit the hedge. Anyways, this seems to be going well, so let's continue.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna quit my job. Never wanna have no boss. I just wanna play my rock and roll like they do on the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top.
Alright, so that is this field fully cultivated, which is good. So that means in the next episode we can get it seeded, because I think we're going to end it there just in a minute. We'll get this parked up and disconnected, and yeah, it'll be the next episode we get that field seeded, because I think we're starting to run out a wee bit of time now. So yeah, I would say we've had a pretty productive day. I mean, we could have done more, but I would say it's been pretty productive anyway. Oh, I forgot. Whoops, there we go. There we go, that's that all parked up for today. So I think we'll end it, where shall we end it? You know what, I was just thinking, I think we should go for a wee drive before we end this episode. There's a nice pond, or a loch, or whatever you want to call it, down the road. I think we should go and sit there for a couple of hours and just enjoy the view of Ballyspring. So I'll meet you down at the wee pond when we get there. Right everyone, so we've arrived at the pond, and this is going to be the end of this episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, please do like and subscribe, and just comment down below what you think of this series so far and if you're enjoying it. And please do join any of my socials linked down below, like my Discord and stuff like that if you'd like to chat to me more. And if you'd like to share this video with anyone else, I'd appreciate that as well. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. What's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. Before I pass out, I'm too lonely to be done, I'ma drink at this pace. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold? If I had an option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know that I'm obvious, forget I'm made this way, but why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by, someone save me for a past that I'm too lonely